football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chiefs and the Niners, and it's coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A countdown to kickoff of what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, for these Kansas City Chiefs, they, of course, were Super Bowl champions 3 years ago. The win over the Niners in Miami. They fell to the Bucs in Tampa a couple years back. They had the blown lead in the AFC title game against Cincinnati last year. And now they're back, making their third trip to the big game in 4 years.
And their recent history only increases the urgency to try and win another Super Bowl title with this group.
Meanwhile, the 49ers are back in the Super Bowl for the 8th time in franchise history. One of the more successful teams in the Super Bowl era, no doubt. They look to claim their 6th title, which would tie them with the Pats and Steelers for most ever.
And they've been really close in recent years. They were in this game just 3 seasons ago, Super Bowl 54 in Miami. Had the lead in the 4th quarter against Kansas City, but watched it slip away. And how about last year? Lost a 4th quarter lead to the Rams in the NFC title game.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by Mr. Irrelevant in the 2022 draft, a guy with something to prove, Iowa State's career passing leader, and that's Brock Purdy.
And as we know and as we've discussed here in the run-up to this game, this is history in the making. The first rookie quarterback to ever start in a Super Bowl. An absolutely tremendous accomplishment, something no one else has done. But he doesn't want to just go down as the first to make a Super Bowl. He's told us all week he's here to win it.
Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off, sometimes you're just rounding it, sometimes there's a fake, sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know, but what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again.
A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's 1st and goal. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
A big one here early in the Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And it's caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the 49ers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it, 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra look at this one. And taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Samson Abuka in there to bury him for a loss of 11. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the 1st drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to, even though he does it well on the run and on the move.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now with Purdy. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Niners use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. And now here comes Kansas City. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. One quarter done, 3 more to play here at Super Bowl 57. 7-0 is our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big gain of 31 on third down. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. The 20! And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 36 yards on the play. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Flushed out right. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Purdy sets up to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up and ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive. And the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Purdy. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Defense.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from a yard out as his guys have now moved out in front. So the previous pass interference call put the ball at the 1 yard line, and then they stick it in on the very next play.
And I love the play call right there. After you get the pass interference call, you've got a defense that's discombobulated a little bit, right? They're protesting the call, upset about what happened. Go right out, run the football, and the defense acquiesces, and the ball ends up in the end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's at the lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Mahomes now on 1st down. Pass incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 63 yards. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Purdy from the gun on third down. Eluding the pressure right. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the 49ers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. And that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down, Mahomes. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. From the gun on third down, Mahomes looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
On first down, it's Purdy, escaping the pressure right. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. I've worked with you long enough now to know you like that decision. Go safe, pressure coming, hit your guy underneath.
It's an excellent decision, but he knew it came with consequences, and that's him getting hit on the play, but able to dump it to his running back and gain some yardage. I liked everything about it, especially his ability to stay in the pocket and execute.
So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for KC in that first half. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Gould now out to kick it away. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. They trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't, but of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to
stretches that play good for 30 and a first.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold it. Let's get the ball back for us.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Out to his left. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown. touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the 49ers will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So that challenge, a successful one. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Down the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
The kick by Gold is good, and they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do, maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it, and they do so right there.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT.
And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third. McCaffrey running up the middle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
PURDY off the play fake. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Oh, touchdown 49ers! George Kittle from 3 yards out. And the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the fourth quarter. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Butker now to add the extra point. Cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. A nice little juke. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent gain, 35 yards. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Got his target, Samuel. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down when his run worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
This defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 yards.
On 2nd and 11 now. Purdy.
Chiefs 26-yard line.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Niners are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Gold with the extra point, and a lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 2 touchdowns, 2:11 to go. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Tony. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. He's got room at the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Well, here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Now it looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Flush to his right. And that is is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes. He's got Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guy's going out for passes.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners have just about sewn up this football game. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a second interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way. Didn't have to face some adversity in the journey. And now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath.